Hey y'all, in today's video I'm going to show you some short clips from 3 different hunts that I've done with the Nokta Legend. You know, I traded my Equinox 900 for this Nokta Legend, and it's my new water machine since I ran over my triple score. So I'm going to show you the few times that I've used it, and then I'm going to show you some VDI numbers on some gold and some silver items that I have. I'll show you what those numbers are on the Legend, and I hope real soon, if the weather will cooperate, I hope to get in the water and give this a proper test. Okay, I might have found my first coin with the Legend. 27. Is that a dime? I don't think so. It goes up to 30. Oh, that is a nickel. Oh, and a dime. All right. And something I forgot, these Noktas have the narrowest of little detector stands, and they don't sit well on my hip. I might have found another penny dime. $26. I think that's a dime. No, I don't know what I'm thinking. 26 is a nickel. 45 is a dime on this. Okay, I have really never hunted with a small coil. Most of the places I go, I want a larger coil. I will be switching it over to the large coil for my water detecting. Okay, now I think I have a penny dime. 46. There it is, and it is a dime. You can see where all the water has washed everything, and I came by here, heard a super high tone, and looked down and saw a dime. So there's the first target. Solid 26. That could be a nickel. I'm still not familiar enough with this machine. I've not found enough targets to get used to it. But I did find a nickel. 26. Yeah, got a target here. It's a 40. Still not sure what these numbers are. That 40 could be my new 17. That is a octopus with Saturn-like rings going around it. I'm sure somebody knows what that is. Got another target here. Pretty much 45. Oh, and that is a dime. I have found lots of dimes with this. Our weather for the last month and a half has been horrible. Just every other day, non-stop rain, hail, and tornadoes, so no one's going out. But there is a 2122. I know that's on the very low end. Jagged piece of metal. I think I have a coin here. 45, 46, it's gonna be a penny dime. Would love a little ring. But I see a dime. All right. But with the weather being so bad, I'm surprised to find anything really. But I'm happy to find this. Well, y'all, I wish I had found more targets on this 3 different days of hunts. It just, the weather hasn't been cooperating. People haven't gone out. I found more in the winter time. However, we are going to look at some VDIs. I have some gold items and some silver items. And I'm really interested to see how some of those really tiny gold items will be. Okay, thank you to my lovely mermaid assistant for helping me hold my metal detector straight. Thanks. Okay, here's the gold that we're going to test. I have found all these rings. We're going to start with this large class ring and then go all the way down to this tiny child's ring. I have some chains and I have some small pendants and earrings. We're going to test them all. First up is this man's gold class ring. These ring up different depending on the way they're in the ground. If they're up like this, they'll ring different than if they're horizontal like this. So, let me show you that. First, I'm going to do it with the jewel facing up in the ground. Okay, now I'm going to turn it to the side as if it was laying in the ground like this. You can see it bounce around there. Next up is this man's gold band that I wear. It is 14K. This is a 10K man's band. You can see it's 6 grams. A very thin, you can see how thin it is, a very thin 10K band. And we've got an old 14K ring. Pretty thick on that one. This one I just found recently. Still going down. This one's a little bit thicker. This one was featured in one of my videos. Getting smaller. This one is thicker. You can see it weighs 4 grams. It's 15K. Okay, now we're getting tiny. Okay, we have this first one. See if I can get it. And this really, really, really tiny one. All right. All right, let's look at this chain. Found this one last year. Another one. Now, if these are bunched up, it does make it easier to find. This very, very tiny thin chain. It's gold though. Okay, next up we have this tiny little 10K earring. I think I found that maybe the same trip that I found that gold bracelet. There we go. This one I found at the lake. And finally, this is an 18K. Okay, here's all the different silver bits that I have. I've got this, it's a little St. Christopher's medal. Next, I've got this really cool US Navy pen. That is silver. Then I've got this broken ring. This is a really cool old feather from the 50s. One of my favorite finds was this military insignia. This is a super thin mercury dime. You can see how thin it is from the beaches at Padre Island, Texas. Little toe ring. See if I can get the gap. And this is a tiny, I thought that was gold, but it is silver. Next we have this silver chain and silver crucifix. Got this massive silver bracelet. This is gorgeous. Doing it one way, one signal. Kind of changes. And finally, it's another silver chain. Okay. Y'all, I've really enjoyed using this Legend after I did a factory reset and set up all the tone breaks and the tone frequencies the way that I like them. That really helped me to get more acclimated to the machine. You know, I hope that you enjoyed seeing some of these VDI numbers. It really surprised me. If you noticed on the gold, none of those rings were nickel numbers, not a one of them. And the one thing I want you to take note of is how many of those gold items were in that low foil range, that I know people that never dig those. It's always foil is what they say. Well, it is until it isn't. Hey, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video today. If you have any questions for me or have any comments, please leave those down below. If you haven't subscribed already, I wish you would consider doing so. Please click that like button if you could, and we'll see you on the next one.